Hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome to this week's Craft Along. I'm so excited to have you all. For today, we're going to be talking about constellations, and we're going to be making our very own constellation projection uh, machine, and it's going to be out of this toilet paper roll. So pretty simple. I just wanted to craft along with you this morning and show you how it works. And we're going to talk about constellations and stars a little bit. So, if you look up into the night sky, you'll see bright points of light, which are stars. And when we connect those stars together, sometimes we get pictures that we can see. I've drawn an example that's just the stars. Can you guess which constellation this is? It's a pretty common one. I can always find this one whenever I'm looking up at the night sky. Does it look familiar? Well, let's play a quick game of connect the dots and see if we can guess. Oh, there's half of it. A little box. Does it look familiar now? All right, let's work with the next three. How about now? It's the Big Dipper. We don't have the Big Dipper on our constellation sheet, I don't think, but this one is one I can always find up in the night sky. Let's look at our constellation cards. So if you've already picked up your Galaxy Kit to Go, you should have this sheet, and it has a bunch of different constellations on it. And these are what we're going to use. We're going to shine light through these through our projector. We're going to be able to see them. So guess what? I'm going to have to turn off the light later. It's going to get all dark and spooky in here, but we'll be able to see the light, hopefully. Okay, so we have our constellation sheets. We have our toilet paper roll that came in our kit to go. I've decorated mine with some of that black construction paper. I just used a glue stick and stuck it on. But I thought it'd make it look a little more like the night sky, a little more fitting with the theme of constellations. And you can draw on it. So you could use any color construction paper to decorate your tube. And draw some shooting stars. Maybe you can do the Little Dipper. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can doodle constellations on your constellation projector. Okay, but that's one type of constellation. Let's look at how we need to put together the sheets so that we can shine the light through them. Okay, we have a couple different ways we can do it if one of them is too tricky. So this one, it says it's supposed to look like a giraffe. Can you see it? Some of these, it's difficult for me to tell what it's supposed to be, but this one I think is pretty easy. You got the body of the giraffe, the legs of the giraffe, the long neck of the giraffe, and the head. And you can see I've already started punching this one out because I needed to make sure my brad wasn't going to be too difficult, but we should be able to do this one. So you're just going to poke little holes on each of the dots. If you're using a brad, you're going to have to make a little circle so that it comes out nice and clean so we can see the dots when we shine the light through it. Okay, and so you're just going to keep poking on all of the dots on each of the cards. So we've got our legs done. Let's get the body done. And I'm just holding it up so you can see it. It's probably easier if you do it on the edge of a table. That's how I would normally do it. Okay, we've got all the holes cut out of our giraffe. So we're going to shine the light on him later and see what pops up. Let's talk about how we want to do it, though, if it's a little bit of a more challenging card. Okay, you're going to want to get an adult and find, you can either use a tack or one of these push pins. it's going to create smaller points of light, which can be helpful for these cards where the stars are more closer together. Or if all you have is the brad, I would just go with punching holes in the bigger stars or the ones that are further apart. It'll make it a little easier for you. So we'll do this one too. It says this one's supposed to be an eagle. Can you see it? I guess these are kind of the wings. This is the body. This is the neck and head, maybe. I tested this one on an even more complicated one called Hercules, and we'll take a look at him too. A lot of constellations are named after Greek mythological characters or animals. Okay, I've punched all the holes in my eagle, so we're going to take a look at him too. So once you've got at least one of these punched out all the way, oh, and here's what Hercules looked like. See how many stars are in Hercules? I feel like this would be a really challenging one for me to find up in the night sky, that's for sure. So I like to put the pin where I won't lose it. But he has a lot of stars on him. So just kind of think about when you're cutting these out too. It says you can tape these over the top. I just kind of like to slide them on the top. And then we'll shine the light through. Should we give it a try? We've got 3 now that we can use. So let's take a look. I'm going to shut off the light and it's going to get all spooky. Woo. Okay. The trick is going to be, can you see it? We're going to just shine it over. So if you have a flashlight, you want to try and grab it. I'm going to use the flashlight on my phone because it's pretty strong. Then it's a little trickier for me because I'm showing you. I'm just going to hold it. Okay, so I've got it set up and you can see it's creating the spotlight. Oh, look, it's the Big Dipper. Okay, now we're going to stick the sheet over the light. It's going to create those spots of light. There's our giraffe. I think that's our giraffe. Yeah. These stars are all kind of funky shapes because the brad created different size holes. But stars are different color shapes too, or different sizes and shapes too, so that works. Okay, should we look at our eagle? I'm going to try and put it right way up this time. Can you see him? Oh, there he is. Can you make out where the wings are? You may have to adjust as you go to try and catch the wings. All right, should we look at Hercules too? Wow, that's a lot of stars. Can you see them? They're all kind of small pinpoints. I think you could have a lot of fun if you wanted to shine the light on your wall of your room. See how big you can make the stars or how small you can make the stars. Okay, maybe I should turn the light back on. It's getting a little too spooky. Okay, and that's how you make that Constellation Projector. And once again, that can be found in our kit to go for the Barkman branch for the month of January. Not only does it have the Constellation Projector in it, but it also has these coffee filter planets that you can make too. So we've put in a couple coffee filters, so you can make a couple different types of planets, and then you'll just need some markers. We also listed out what colors each planet can be. So if you want to focus on a particular planet, you have a favorite one, you can specifically work with one planet at a time. Okay, and that'll be our kit to go for everyone, for the youth for the month of January. So if you need to schedule a time to pick one up, the number is 719-562-5680. I hope you have a lot of fun with these 2 galaxy-themed crafts, and I will see you all for our next virtual program. Bye!